Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast.
Question today is regarding food, and especially Indian food, where we're very fond of chilies. So, is it beneficial? Is it advisable to use chili and chili powder in your food?
Chili is the one plant which originally doesn't belong to us. You know that. Only about 450 years before it came to India and the Asian side from Latin American countries,
Correct.
especially from the area of Brazil and Mexico and all that. So chilies are before prior to that we were using only pepper for spice,
Yeah.
and pepper spice is completely different from chili spice. So as you know that anything excess is not good for us. Okay, so it depends on your practice. Say suppose if you are born in Russia, they don't use any spice at all in their food. You can blackmail a Russian with a green chili.
Yeah, they don't use
Yeah, yeah, they can't. They are not used to it. If you are going to give them the typical chili spice Andhra food, first of all, they can't eat, and if they put little bit on their mouth, they are finished. And if you force them to eat that food, they will one intake of that food, it will cause a lot of ulcer to them. Okay. So if you are born in a typical remote Andhra villages where they use a lot of chili spice, because they produce a lot of chili production in their agriculture, over a span of time they got used to eating a lot of chili spicy food, the typical Andhra food. So if you look at North India, they don't use much of chilies, very little they use. If you look at Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala and all that, we are highly balanced. We use the right amount of little bit of chilies for the spice part of it, very little, which won't harm our tongue in a big way. It won't be spicy. We can't. Tamilians cannot eat spicy food, very spicy food. Yeah. The continental food also does not use much of spice. This chili spice.
pepper spice.
Yeah, yeah. They are all more of cheesy foods. Okay. So anything excess, it's not good for us. Plus, the point is that in which geography, in which cultural, which part of the world that you were born. Suppose if you take India, and if you are a typical Tamilian or a Malayali or Kannadika, Tulu, we cannot eat the Andhra spicy food at all. Living in India shoulder to shoulder with them, it will be very difficult for us. And eating lot of chilies got a lot of nutrient values, a lot of medical property molecules are there in chilies, no doubt. So, but how much one should use is matters, provided how much that you are used to it in your culture, in your food style. That if you are born in a Marathi family, then you are used to certain kind of food which has chilies as a part of their cooking. But when it goes beyond certain levels, when you eat too many chilies, it is definitely not good for you. So It varies from culture to culture how much of spice, which chili spice, which we are used to it, and then how much of excess that we are going to take. So there are some people who really like very spicy, chili spicy food, which is not good, which is basically not good. Everything has to be balanced. That's why if you see the typical remote Andhra community, they smoke a lot of cigar, both the men and women, and and then they eat a lot of chili spice food. Their food is very high with chili spice because they are used to it from the childhood. Due to which, if you see, a lot of people get cancer. If you see the Cancer Institute here in Adyar, where I live, more than 50% of people who come with cancer are from Andhra. They all eat high chili spice food, which is absolutely, if you go to their traditional weddings, they'll put a plantain leaf. They will keep literally little lesser than a tennis ball of white butter, same size of red chili grinded paste, and green chilies grinded paste. I don't know whether you have seen that. So they'll put rice. You're supposed to put half that butter into your rice and that green chili first into your rice. It's raw chili with little bit of tamarind, and mix it and eat that rice. I bet that you cannot even put 1 spoon of it in your mouth, even though white butter is there. And then they take this red chili paste, and then they take the other half of the butter, they mix some amount of rice, and then only the sambar and all starts. Other gravy starts. This is one of the traditional stuff of the remote Andhra village weddings. Such spice we are not used to it. So what is the spice that you are going to use with respect to red chili powder or green chili? Nowadays, the problem is you don't get proper chili powder in the market. Yeah. Oleoresin, there is a synthetic component which is highly spicy in nature, is produced. You get some red powder. The fillers of it is maida and all is there. They add a very little of oleoresin, which is a synthetic molecular value of spice. The whole thing becomes a very chili hot chili powder. They are not chilies grounded.
It's not chili yet.
No, not at all. So if you want to really have a quality chili powder, you have to buy that red chilies and give it in a flour mill and grind it and take it home. You don't get that kind of chili powder at all in the market today ever since oleoresins have come in. Yeah, that's much more dangerous for us. So what amount of chilies that you want to use is you have to be very careful on your amount of chilies that you want to use it in your food intake and in your cooking. Thank you.
Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.